Are we going for walkies? Yeah. Well, it rained again today. No work at the farm. I guess I'll do something else. It's definitely too wet out today to do any playing in the dirt. And Lacey's having a great old time here. What did you find to roll in, little girl? Are you gonna need a bath when we get home? Little stinker. You're just proud of yourself, aren't you? Let's go for a walk this way. Yeah. So this stuff has been packed in enough that the surface dries off reasonably well. Still pretty damp on top, but not mucky. This is the loop that goes around the back of the shop. And that's the neighbors across the street. And this is our tree line here. And the loop connects to the driveway just up there. So eventually I will have hauled in enough clay that it's fairly level going around there. Or at least not as dippy as it is right now. Most places I have to be careful to stay on the grass because it's damp there. If I step in that, I'll have mud stuck to the bottom of my shoes. And of course all the clay gets washed into the gravel and slowly takes over. So one of these days I'll be done with the backhoe so that I can put the box blade on the back of the tractor and clean up all of our driveway and stuff. It's a mess right now. Well, I got the destroyed drain taken off, which was very easy. I just picked it up and walked away with it. Little brown thing just slides up onto the downspout, takes the water down, and then we found these little green baggy, almost like bags. They have holes in the end here that let the water out. And we found that if we take ground stakes and just stake in the edges of the little green tube, that it stays put much better. It still lets the water out, so I need to go get the ground stakes and put those in. They call these things landscape pins, not ground stakes, but so landscape pins is what I'm putting in. Over here so it doesn't wave around all over the place. This is how we put in all of our drains for now, at least. At some point they will be routed to water catchment instead of out to the ground. There is to do out here that requires dry ground or doesn't require dry ground, so I guess a short day on the farm for Armin. I don't know, I'm wondering if our little lemon trees are getting overwatered with all this rain. And these new leaves are very light colored. I'll have to do a little research to see if that's okay or not. But at least this one's still alive. So there's the shop. Here's the tree line on this side of the driveway. And there's the first tree that I just showed you. And here's tree number 2. He's still alive. The leaves are very white around the perimeter, so I don't know. He's still alive though. Still got some green on him. I'll have to do some research for sure. And then tree number 3 is down here. He's looking about the same, so I don't know. Maybe I should have put some sand in or done something with the holes when I planted these guys, but we'll see. I guess either they make it or they don't. And then our little pear trees are getting to be not quite so little anymore. Boy, this guy's got to be a good 5 feet tall. In spite of all the competition from the weeds and stuff that we don't have time to take care of. And this one over here, he's really poking his head up above the crowd. These guys have grown an amazing amount in 1 year. I have to say I'm quite pleased with that. We'll see how much the deer take off this year. If they take off the tops or not. But yeah, we put up these little flags so that when they cut the grass, they don't mow over top of our trees. All of our little persimmons are doing just fine back here. I think they appreciated having the grass kind of cut back from them. The bugs have been into them a lot, but I mean, that's okay as long as they are able to continue growing. As they get older and mature, they'll be able to deal with the bugs a little bit more easily. I need to get them transplanted before they get too big to move, or at least some of them anyway. What are you chewing on, little girl? Are you eating grass? Did that bone that you found make your tummy upset? Yeah, we're gonna go for walkies to get your paws cleaned off. Do you like going for walkies? Should we go? Oh yeah. Well, it's turned out to be a pretty nice day on the farm here. It may have rained a little bit this morning out here, but it's been sunny enough and just a little bit of a breeze. I think we can at least get into some of the surface soil. So what I'm thinking is today we may work our way back towards where the trailer is going to come onto the property. What I mean by that is, let me flip us around here. Back behind the shop here, the trailer is going to go in that area, and it's going to come in through there. There's a lot of room there. When I talked to the mover, he said that's the way he'd prefer to bring it in. So what I'm thinking is I may even move this pile of rock just to give them a little bit more space. There's a very high risk that if I start digging into the clay too deep today, that it'll be very wet, and that's painful to work with. So I think I will just see if I can clean up along here. So let's get going. So I wanted to dig back into the bank a little bit just to see if there was any rock back there, because you can see there's all kinds of gravel and stuff on top. So there may yet be a ridge back there. I just haven't got back far enough. But I also knew that there was some rock very close to the surface here. The question becomes, you know, do I just knock the top off of that and then scrape dirt over it and be happy, or should we try to do something else with it? I think I'm gonna have to use the backhoe. I'll see how tall that rock really is. I don't think it's very tall, so that one probably will go away. And then I'll just level this back out and see what I can do with the backhoe then. Back to work. Hello, little puppy. Are you wondering why Armin is scratching at that rock with the backhoe? I think I'm down low enough now. The only concern is that I want the slope from the shop to come down to the outside here, so that we can control water around the shop better and manage all of our drainage off down the backside of all of this. So at least as much as possible. So we'll see how that goes.